One of the hottest gifts this Christmas were those hoverboards, but apparently not everyone can handle one, as well as Michael J. Fox in that film Back to the Future. Well, hospitals and ERs across the country, including Dell Children's Medical Center in Austin, report a big spike in injuries to hoverboard riders. But as KXAN's David Scott reports, that is not keeping some from getting right back in the saddle.
Watching some of these spills is kind of funny, unless you're the one taking the fall. Concussions and broken bones are no joke. Walker Beatty, an 8th grade basketball player in Liberty Hill, pleaded for a hoverboard.
I was very reluctant. I am a nurse, and so I see other injuries from other scooters and skateboards and things like that, so I was very resistant. Walker had begged, and Dad gave in. Santa brought it.
Walker skipped the instructions and says he mastered the beast in 15 minutes.
I just got on it and tried to ride it and tried to figure it out, and eventually I got it.
Until he took a bad spill Christmas Eve and fractured his pelvis.
I stepped off the hoverboard, and the hoverboard went with my leg, and it caught it and took it out from under me, and I just fell.
Did you know you were kind of sort of hurt pretty good right away?
Yes, sir.
So if I wobble your hip?
He went to see Dr. Scott Smith, who was not surprised.
The first day back from Christmas, I saw a wrist fracture in an 8-year-old who he's in a cast now for 6 weeks.
From a hoverboard?
From a hoverboard. The first day I came back from Christmas, I saw 2 hoverboard injuries. My very first clinic.
Before you get on one of these, and by the way, no chance, you might want to read up on the training suggestions and also consider protective gear like a bicyclist would wear.
I think a helmet is essential. If you fall backwards, the thing that's going to hit is your head. If you don't hit, you can land on your rear end, which you can break your coccyx. Wrist or arm guards are essential. Most people you see don't wear those. I think you got to have an honest assessment of your abilities. If you're over the age of, say, 30, maybe you ought to rethink it.
Have you gotten back on since?
I got on the next day.
What did you learn?
Don't try to multitask with it.
Walker may be back rumbling about, but without protective gear.
We will continue to have that discussion. What he tells me is that's not cool, Mom.
Any advice for other parents?
Think twice about it. And definitely needs to be a kid that has some athletic ability, and I would encourage the protective gear.
Seeing is believing. David Scott, KXAN News.
Those hoverboards cost about $500, and they come with no product safety warnings on them. The federal government is now looking into that problem as it's getting worse around the country. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, there were 29 reports of emergency room hoverboard injuries from August to mid-December. But this past Monday alone, 3 days after Christmas, there were 70 ER hoverboard visits. The federal government is also investigating 22 reports of hoverboards bursting into flames, apparently because of faulty lithium batteries, and that has prompted Amazon to stop selling almost all of their models.